Welcome to the Explainer. Okay, let's dive right into this. Today, we're looking at what it actually takes to build a reliable, production-grade AI agent foundation for your enterprise. Look, it's incredibly easy to be wowed by a slick chat interface, right? But the reality is, that interface is just the tip of the iceberg. The real magic, and honestly, the real protection for your business, happens in the heavy lifting underneath. I want to start with this quote because it really highlights a massive enterprise risk. Think about it. If a traditional IT application breaks, you usually get an error code, right? But AI is totally different. If an AI agent has bad data, it doesn't throw an error. Instead, it gives you a beautifully formatted, incredibly confident, and completely wrong answer. Building a strict IT foundation isn't just a best practice anymore. It is literally a life or death matter for data trust in your organization. Have you ever noticed how we currently interact with data? When a traditional dashboard shows a strange number, what do we naturally do? We question it. We run a cross-check. But AI? AI completely removes our natural skepticism. Because it speaks to us so fluently, almost like a trusted colleague, users just tend to accept its answers at face value. This illusion of confidence is arguably the biggest problem IT architects are facing today. So to solve that confidence problem, we absolutely need a rigorous structure. Here is our roadmap for today's explainer. First, the AI confidence problem. Second, the 7-layer architecture. Third, engineering the core engine. Fourth, certifying AI datasets. And finally, securing the AI surface. Let's jump right into section 1, the AI confidence problem, and where our architectural solutions actually come from. The insights we're unpacking today are drawn directly from the excellent IT Architect's Guide authored by Sriram Gupta over at BizInsight Consulting. Now, while a business analyst might design what an AI should know, this guide acts as our authoritative blueprint for making sure what the AI knows is actually trustworthy at scale. All right, moving into section 2, we shift from the business problem to the technical solution, the 7-layer architecture. Now, what's really interesting about this setup is how the AI agent just sits at the very top of a much larger ecosystem. We literally have to build this from the bottom up. It starts way down at layer 1 with your security perimeter, moving to the source system, then up through data integrator pipelines, replica tables, autonomous data warehouse business views, the certified dataset, and only then do we finally reach the AI agent at layer 7. Every single layer here adds crucial value. If you skip even one, the answers at the top will eventually fail. And within this architecture, the guide establishes a hard, non-negotiable rule. The AI agent never, ever touches your live transactional system directly. Why? Because running completely unpredictable AI analytical workloads against a live transactional system introduces unacceptable performance risks, data instability, and frankly, massive security exposure. The data warehouse is for analytics. The transactional system is for transactions. They must remain separate. No exceptions. Let's dive into section 3, engineering the core engine. This is where we focus on layers 3 through 5, the real domain of the IT architect. Right at the heart of this engine room is the Autonomous Data Warehouse, or ADW Business View. This is arguably the most important technical artifact in the whole implementation. Why? Well, because this is where you take raw, highly cryptic source data and transform it into flat, pre-joined views that actually make human sense. This view dictates absolutely everything the AI agent can accurately comprehend and answer. And this brilliantly illustrates the translation. Imagine feeding flow status code to an AI. It has zero semantic context. It doesn't have a clue what that means. But translate that to order status, and suddenly you're speaking the AI's language. We essentially have to name our data columns as if a business user is going to read them, because effectively the AI is that user. But having well-named views isn't enough if the data flowing into them is broken. You can think of Oracle Data Integrator, or ODI, pipelines as the plumbing. You need data lineage to trace exactly where an answer came from. You need automated monitoring, strict refresh schedules, and solid change management. Governed ODI pipelines are the ultimate guardian of long-term data trust. If an underlying table changes and you don't have a governed pipeline, your AI might confidently hallucinate wrong answers for weeks before anyone even notices. Let's move along to section 4, certifying AI datasets. This is the crucial checkpoint that sits right beneath the AI agent itself. I want you to take a mental screenshot of this checklist. This is the uncompromising IT checkpoint before anything reaches the agent registry. A dataset must be green certified. That means it uses entirely business names. It has the correct settings so the AI doesn't try to, say, add up zip codes as if they were revenue. It includes fully populated descriptions for context. It's backed by an ODI pipeline, and it's properly indexed. If a dataset doesn't check every single one of these boxes, there is no way it gets connected to the AI. Finally, we pivot to Section 5, securing the AI surface. This is vital because AI expands your enterprise query surface exponentially. Consider this provocative scenario for a second. What happens when a user asks the agent, "Show me all invoices over $1 million?" In a traditional dashboard, a user can only click and navigate to what you've explicitly built for them to see. But AI removes all that friction. It easily bypasses traditional navigation limits, meaning highly sensitive data that used to be obscured by a complex UI can now be instantly surfaced with one simple question. To protect against exactly that, the architecture relies on a strict three-group identity and access management, or IAM model. You've got your admins, who hold the keys to GenAI configuration and agent creation. You have your authors, who build the datasets and craft the AI agents. And you have your consumers, who are strictly read-only. It turns out, you have to explicitly define who gets the keys to build the foundation versus who simply gets to consume those AI insights. So the crucial point here is how we handle row-level security, or RLS. These are strict database policies that limit what data rows a specific user is legally allowed to see. The secret sauce is that RLS must be enforced at the ADW data layer, down at the database level itself, not just on the front-end application. By securing the data at its root, you stop unauthorized data exposure before the AI can even begin to formulate a natural language response to that $1 million invoice question. Which brings us to the core thesis of our explainer today. The agent is only as intelligent as the foundation beneath it. You can have the most beautifully designed, incredibly polite and fluent AI interface in the world, but it is entirely useless and, frankly, a huge liability without that rigorous 7-layer architecture holding it up from below. I'm going to leave you with this final, provocative thought to challenge how you view your own enterprise IT foundations. If your AI agent confidently gave you a massive business-altering insight today, could your data architecture actually prove that it's true? Think about it. Thank you for joining me on The Explainer, and keep building those solid foundations.